to fix it?
Oh, somebody's always trying to pinpoint a reason why. And the thing is, there might be merit, but there also, in my opinion, I just think it's the culture. I just think it's the culture. People are going to do what people are going to do. I mean, you fucking memory wipe people, and we've seen this many times over.
Well, the thing is, you memory wipe, but people still want to hang out with their friends. You know what I mean? Like, so the memory wipe does nothing, right? Say fucking, say like Canna whoops ass, right? She plays Gabby Cow's girlfriend. Dude, I want to roleplay with her again. You know what I mean? So if 5.0 got memory wiped, I'm still going to go roleplay with her because I know that she makes me feel comfortable. I know that she feels comfortable with my roleplay. I know that I can even rule break a tad to some extent because we are, you know, comfortable with each other. Or, you know, if I want to go RP with Rick, dude, I love Iron Mike, by the way. So in a fresh start, I want to roleplay with that person again. You know, like, they're your homie. That's why memory wipes don't work, and I'm sure he's going to say that.
Over and over and over and over and over again, that it doesn't fucking matter, dude. The streamers, this isn't Men in Black where you just say, hey, you know, look at this, and then your memory is gone. The streamers are still going to do what they do. They're still, you know, some of them are still clout chasing, money hungry, you know, fucking, however else you want to put on it. They're going to do whatever it is that makes it most successful for them. It doesn't matter if they don't want you, if they don't like you. Do you really think that they're going to pretend to like you? Maybe if you've got a ton of viewers. At the end of the day, dude, streamers, they understand what they're doing basically at all times.
And Maxim's Black obviously knows this, but also this is like, it's like, this is business in a way, right? It is roleplay, but there's a business aspect to this. So people want to do what's best for their brand, which is fine. That's how it is. But he's just saying it is what it is. Like, that's it.
If they don't like your character, chances are they don't like you.
And especially if the streamer's chat doesn't like your character. Like, imagine when I was RPing with JP, like XQC, you think if his chat wasn't spamming dead asses and dead homies, you think he would have interacted with me? No, but since his chat did, it made him go as a streamer, and it would be the same way for me. Like, if I'm RPing with somebody and my chat is like loving them, like, obviously I want to hang out with them more. Like, it's just
really coincides.
Just the culture.
I don't even think it's a hot take. I'm telling you, because, and I'm going by actions that I've seen over the last 5.5 years.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen characters do despicable things, or even go against, you know, ideologies or moral things that characters are supposed to have?
Yeah, so what he's saying is people who have a character who has, like, morals regarding, like, say, for example, I could say, like, oh, Cow's scared of heights, right? But then, like, XQC comes along and says, hey, Cow, get in my plane, and I go, oh, fuck, like, my character's scared of heights, but, like, oh, I can go roleplay with XQC, like, holy shit, this would be good for my stream, and then I hop into the plane, you know what I mean?
But because of who they are, the streamer behind it.
And I'll keep it a buck. I'd get in the fucking plane, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Maybe the community they garner.
Maybe I'm a shitter.
The doors that they can open for you.
Yeah, I mean, I would get in the plane.
Just goes to the sidelines and nobody gives a fuck. It's like, dude, they could quite literally, a character could quite literally murder somebody's family. And they'll come up with a reason in character that it's okay or justified. But if they don't like...
Not Cal murdering his best friend.
...like the streamer, or if they're intimidated by this potential character, maybe they're a smaller streamer and they're on the come up and they're really charismatic and they're feeling a little on edge about introducing them to the community and they don't want to lose their little subs or their viewers or whatever, or things start going down, dude, they will root for people until a certain point. And then once you become... You know, once once the community starts to get behind and they're showering somebody else with love, a lot of the times, bro, you could have been driving your car and accidentally rammed into them, and they'll cut you off so fucking fast they'll want nothing to do with you. But yet there are characters that may have murdered their whole family, and it's all because I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. This is because there are humans playing behind these characters, and a wipe does nothing. I have been through it myself. I have quite literally, in the beginning of 3.0, I had characters that talk shit about OTT, when in reality, they were talking shit about me, bro. They wanted their communities to hate me. They didn't give a fuck about the character, dude. They didn't care. They don't want you supporting me. It has nothing to do with OTT. And this happens to many characters. I'm not just talking about OTT. There's tons of groups. This is just the way it is. They cannot give you the nod.
I'm gonna be honest. That's the one reason in 4.0 I was so scared to even. I was so scared to even play a bad guy, because like the moment a company fell apart, I feel like I wasn't allowed to do anyone wrong. You know what I mean? Because dude, I'm telling you, he's not wrong. It takes one person, bro. Like even Benji and Ray going around telling people like that, you know, I'm not as loyal as I seem, or just people in the service calling me a snake or whatever, Cal, I'm talking about. Man, like, if you just push one agenda, then people are sheep, you know? They just continue with that agenda. And it's like, you could have, like he said, you could have hit somebody's car. And then the next thing you know, you're a fucking dickbag. You know what I mean? Forever. Like, it don't matter what you do.
If you want to be well-known in roleplay, you want to be big in NoPixel, there's only two ways to do it. Clout chase off somebody huge, or have basically a lot of the big names give you the nod. That's it. That's it. There's a reason why the top stay at the top all the time.
I mean, it's because it's business. It's networking, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not arguing with Maximus, and he knows everything I'm saying, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. You know, like, that's why when the company spawned, and first of all, I didn't even force for some of the company. I randomly walked to a clothing store, and someone said, hey, I'm doing an internship. You want to come? And being a good role player, I said yes. And that's how I ended up in the company. But, dude, when I saw the company, like, for example, we even knew, I feel like everybody in the company knew the company was going to fall apart. But no one cared because it was good for our streams. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everyone knew day one the company would never last, but no one gave a fuck because it was a great, like, I got partnered on Twitch off the company. Like, everyone knew the company was doomed. But everyone knew it was also a great way to dude, we had like 60 plus streamers averaging hundreds of viewers minimum, all working together, spam rating each other. Like, dude, I had months where I was getting rated for 30,000 viewers, 40,000 viewers total, 20,000 viewers total. I was holding 900 subs. It's like a brand new streamer, like on NoPixel, like actually grinding it and shit. Like, it was a crazy opportunity.
Some of them do because they're just fucking talented as shit. They've got a great network. Like Chang Gang, they have their thing, bro. They have the formula. These guys know what the fuck they're doing, and they deserve all of the success they have. They've stuck together. They've brought.
You know what makes Chang Gang so strong, chat? What actually makes Chang Gang unbreakable is that CG, like, and I'm not Chang Gang, but what I'm saying is me now being around the community, what I've realized is Chang Gang is so unbreakable because, because Lord Cuban, fucking Shots, Rami, these people are OOC friends. Zolo, like, all these people are OOC friends, you know? It's more than just roleplay. Like, it doesn't matter if Zolo wakes up tomorrow and shoots K in the fucking face, because they're all actual just friends, you know what I mean? And that's what makes Chang Gang so strong, bro.
Extreme value to servers, that's that. But when it comes to a lot of these other groups and a lot of these up-and-coming streamers, the only way to really fucking get it is to clout chase like a motherfucker, or have a collective group of people give you the nod. It is an old boys club. And
that's how it works, though. Here's an example. And I respect. I was told I really shouldn't speak on the politics of how this shit works because like it's not the best look for me, but it's politics, right? For example, first time I ever went up to what's his name? Who's the guy who wore the cat ear headphone set? Fucking on the tip of my tongue. He did G6 all the time. What's his name? What's his name? Chat, help me. I'm brain farting. Fuck. What's his name? Somebody help me. I can't remember his name. His name, bro. Yeah, you know. First time I ever met it was like I didn't exist. You know what I mean? Like I walked up to and Yuno's mad respectful. He's super respectful. But first time I went to it was just like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, cool. Next day I pull up to hang out. Next day I'm with OTT. Gets in the car. Boom, instantly. Fucks with Cow. And it's just the politics, right? It's like the nod, like he's saying. Like, next day I'm and then I'm hanging out with fucking JP. And then, if Benji, the character, sees Cow with JP, then Benji goes, wow, okay, so Cow's cool. Cow's like, he's been like, he's nodded, like he's not a random. And then I hang out with Benji, and then I meet Ray with Benji, and then Ray goes, oh, okay, so Benji fucks with Cow, that makes Cow cool. And then that's just how it works. And what I'm getting at is I respect it and should be respected how it works, but you hanging out with people, like bringing them along is like the nod to saying like this guy's not a random, like he's a good role player. You get what I'm getting at? It's not like climbing, it's not like dick riding or anything. It's just like if this person introduces this person to the group, then oh, that person's chill enough to hang out with. Like say B-Rad wakes up tomorrow on Prodigy and I'm hanging out with B-Rad. And then Arya calls me and I'm like, Arya, dude, B-Rad my boy, he's awake. Then Arya would hang out with Cow and B-Rad because Cow is now nodded that B-Rad's cool enough to hang out. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is in real life too, Like you're gonna hang out with your friends, you bring your friend to a party. It's just how things are.
NoPixel or any other server, it's just you're not gonna be a top dog.
It's like a vouching system.
Ever. It's just not.
And I'm gonna be honest, I had a long talk. I talked to Maxim Black in 3.0. And I respect this man so fucking much, bro. Maxim Black is such a good guy. He told me, he said, in 3.0 we had a talk, he said, dude, in 4.0 I'll keep you in my spotlight, I promise. And he kept his promise, bro. Like, if it wasn't for Maxim Black here, all the success I've had in 4.0 and now Prodigy, I don't know if I would ever had it. Like, he was the one who pretty much vouched for me to be around. He was the one who said, yeah, get Cow. Yeah, Cow's reliable. And once he put that into people's mind, they thought the same. Like, fucking JP has me in Cow on his phone as number 2 shooter. Like, if JP needed someone, he would just call Cow. Because, like, you know what I mean? It's just a vouch system. That's just how it is. And I mean, that's how it is in real life too, though, right? So it's nothing too personal for me. I just understand that it's the way everything is.
Not going to happen. It's designed for you not to be that way. It's designed to protect certain things. Certain content is curated and created for specific people, even though they will tell you it's open to everything and to everyone. But yet there's a reason why certain events only happen in NA. There's a reason why the certain groups and certain things are the first people to do that at all times. It is designed to keep the spotlight in certain areas. It's just the way it is. So the thing is ultimately, and how we got into this conversation is a wipe does nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's all about who you know, what you do, and you better sure as shit not step on too many toes. You cannot get too aggressive. You and I've learned that the hard way. I've learned that.
And I feel like everything he's saying is everything everyone knows. But, he's got to get off his shoulders. So I fuck with Maxim Black, but this applies to everything. Workplace. You know what I mean? Like, who you know, how you know, like, do they vouch you? Like, this applies to everything in life. This is just human society fucking just the way how the human minds work, you know. And but I understand too. Everyone who's streaming wants to protect their brand. For example, what I'm getting at with that is, say I pull 100 viewers average, right? And say I have like 5 whales in my chat who keep my sub count at 600. Okay, I want you guys to think about this as a streamer perspective, right? Then say you guys really love this character I'm role playing with. Now say that is my friend Bo, right? Say Cal's friend Bo. Imagine Bo streaming. And then I raid Bo. And Bo is so fucking funny that you guys just start watching Bo over me. Maybe I lose 2 out of my 6 whales to Bo. Now I've cut myself out of 30 viewers and a couple $100 extra a month, because the money that I used to get now goes to Bo. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole, this is all like, there's so much business and all that shit behind it, you know?
That the hard way. I came into roleplay with like goggles on. I came on to roleplay like I had no idea the politics of it. You know, I didn't read the room fully. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'll beef with this person. I'll beef with that group. I'll do this, I'll do that. Not realizing that what I was doing was quite literally making my time on the server extremely hard and toxic.
Because Maxim Black played the villain with OTT. Like, and I was in BSK for 2 years. I know. Like, that's why kind of 4.0 I was kind of cool with everyone. I didn't want to play that villain. I almost didn't, and he knows it too. I almost didn't even want to be associated with the villain. You know, even being friends with Maxim with OTT and 4.0 hurt me to even like potentially become a Hades member or anything, because like I'm friends with him. You know, Cal looks up to him like a father. You know, like this is Cal's like mega OG. You know what I mean? Like Cal, if I were to like perma Cal ever, OTT would be someone I perma for 100%.
But I had no idea. And then finally when the damage was done and I woke up and I said, oh shit, what have I done? What I do? I doubled down. I tripled down. I said, no, you know what? I'm not going to change the way I do things to appease some people. I don't need to do that. And it was one of the dumbest things that I've done, honest to God. Fortunately,
it's irreversible. That's what he's getting at. Like, being the villain is irreversible. That's why, honestly, when Prodigy came out, I was hoping he would, because he told me I'm making my character, and I was like, oh, dude, I hope he's making a new character. Honestly, I don't think that can even save him, because, like he's saying, is people dislike him OOC because of his character. I think if Maxim Black made a whole new character, they would just treat him like OTT. Not everyone, but I think there'd be some extent of it.
I've been in the game long enough now, and like a lot of people, a lot of viewers from many communities, even ones that I've beefed with heavily, they're waking up. They've actually woke up. They're like, wait a second.
Wait, what?
Maximus might not have been as crazy as what I've been led to believe.
I have seen that in the comment sections and shit. Like, I have seen people like, wait, Maxim Black cooked on this. Wait, this is making sense.
I've been programmed to hate this dude, but I didn't actually listen to anything he said. I only listened to what these characters, aka the streamers, wanted me to believe. These characters are role-playing for the chats. They're not role-playing for the characters. They're dictating how shit goes and how you treat people and how you view characters. And simply because they have the louder voice, I guess it makes them right? I'm slightly crazy. But like, that's where a lot of people are waking the fuck up. A lot of people are waking up. And it's not just me. Like, I only can speak on my experiences, but there are tons of role players, dude. Tons. I'm not an anomaly. Believe you me. There are tons of our peers that like
honestly, it potentially even hurts my stream that I respect Maxim Black so much, you know? Sometimes even when I play Cal and somebody will shit talk OTT, Cal will be like, nah, man, you know, like, I know Rami's joking, he's a stir, but one time he was like, Cal, how do you feel that your old gang leader's around? How do you feel about that? Cal was like, I'm excited, dog. That's like my dad, bro. I look up to him. He was like, oh. You know what I mean?
Feels this way. This dude talks so much shit. Yeah, I talk shit. Who am I talking shit about, though? Seriously, you don't need to delete the comment.
Who do you
Who am I talking shit to? Did I say a single name?
No.
Or am I speaking facts about how the culture works? I didn't shit on anybody. I'm just telling you how it is. See, the difference between me and some of your favorite streamers is I don't give a fuck. I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
I was a made man years ago. Straight up. I don't need to suck anybody's dick to make a paycheck at this point in my life. I have a community that takes care of me, whether it is 300 viewers or 3,000 viewers. I'm good. I'm good. That's the difference. Is there's people that have golden handcuffs on. That's the difference. Is I can speak about these things.
Let me tell you something too. From knowing Max is Black for a couple years, he's speaking on this, but he's still holding back like 70-80%. Like he is not even he's speaking on it, but the things I know that he wants to say, because I've seen 2 years of behind the scenes. Like I know this shit.
And
you know what I mean?
If I ruffle, if somebody feels a certain way about it, right? If there's another streamer and they just opt to not roleplay around me, or they feel like I'm talking to them, maybe I am. Maybe there's a reason why they would feel that way. So that's the difference, dude. Is I don't, like, I still censor myself, dude. There's tons of other shit.
I told you, bro. I know this motherfucker, bro. He didn't want to like even acknowledge it, but he had to acknowledge it there. He has to acknowledge that he still has shit to say.
That I could say. I could say names.
Yeah, see?
I could show DMs.
I told you.
I could show you proof. But I'm not going to do that because ultimately it helps nobody.
Yeah.
It just creates drama to create drama. I've already been there, done it, and gone through it.
I ain't gonna lie,
no
like,
point.
I got all my PR training and during BSK. Like, really, like, I'm PR as fuck. Like, I never used to be PR at all. Like, there's actually times where I'm gonna be honest, even when I DM my closest friends, we'll talk about a topic, and you can ask them, and I'll say, like, I don't, like, no comment. Like, no comment, I gotta protect my brand. I'll say that. And then they'll respect it. If they actually care about me, they'll respect that I'm saying that. But there's so many times I don't even, cause like, dude, we live in a world where like people screenshot shit, and even though I've done nothing wrong now, maybe in 2 years I hurt somebody's feelings, and they bring up an old screenshot. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
But it don't mean that I'm not gonna speak the truth on how all of this stuff works. I feel like I have said nothing here that is not truthful. I mean, some of my experiences might be a little bit biased because, like, I'm in the thick of it, and not everybody goes through some of the extremes that I've went through. But at the same time, if the stuff that I've been saying about the culture of roleplay over the last, I've been saying this for years. Let's be real. Over the last couple of years, people know. People know what's up. People know what's up. If you can't bark with the dog, stay in the kennel. There, hey, what's up, Jose? How you doing, man?
Jose.
I like Fairlight a lot, dude. He's awesome. He's a real one, man. Fairlight is amazing. And there are a ton of awesome people in roleplay. I'll just give you some of the people, just so it's not all negative, right? Because it's not all negative. There's a lot of great people in roleplay, dude.
100%.
I've got a ton of respect for Buddha. That guy is awesome.
I respect the fuck out of Buddha. I wish I got to roleplay with him more, but he hated on the whole deadass shit so early. Like when Marty was giving me, like, dude, so I started hanging out with Marty's crew. And Marty, I saw the videos. He literally went to Buddha begging to allow me to hang out with 404. He literally begged him. He was like, they were like, but Hal's here for the right reason. Pretty much trying to say OOC had to be a great pick for 404 and like the whole Buddha crew. And I wish I could have went down that route, but I got shut down. But I respect Buddha for even staying loyal to hating cow just for saying dead ass, you know?
There's a lot of things that, you know, you don't see about the there's, you know, I don't want to get into too many things, but Buddha's a great dude.
Hey, Homie tried. Homie tried.
Fantastic, dude. Han from NoPixel, guy's a legend. Airborne, legend. Derek, great dude. There's and when it comes to role players, dude, I mean, look at Chang Gang. What Chang Gang has done. And I beefed with Chang Gang.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He's the war with them.
Like there were times where it was like, you know what I mean? Like the CG community did not like OTT. You know what I'm saying? Some of it warranted, some of it not. But these guys, they didn't have to do the things that, you know, they didn't have to do anything for me. They still did. You know?
Yeah.
They're real dudes. I mean, look at some of the guys from Mandom. I beefed with those guys heavily. Like, and there was like OOC beef.
Like, yeah.
Straight up. Now, you put all the bullshit behind us, dude. I fucks with Batar heavy.
I love Batar. I love Batar, bro.
Heavy. I fucks with Matt heavy.
SK's cool.
A lot of those dudes I fucks with heavy. You know, I had a lot of beef.
We would actually beef the fuck without Mandom as BSK, and then like I had so much respect for Mandom because we just pull up a week later and just sell mats, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? The only beef that actually stuck so hard with Mandom was the Denzel shit. But even then, D-Faced and Maximus Black, good OOC friends. D-Faced even stayed at Maximus Black's house.
With Afro,
you know,
straight up, and we've had conversations behind the scenes. Some of them not good. Got a ton of respect for him. Ton of respect for the journey he's been on. There are a ton of dudes and dudettes that are awesome on that server. There are tons. And some of which I've had words with. The majority of the time it happens behind the scenes. And then some of which I've never actually had issues with at all. But at the end of the day, when you are, same with Hutch. Hutch is the man. Dude, Hutch used to be in the Misfits.
Yeah, he was. That's before my time, but I know that.
A lot of people don't know that. He's like my right-hand man in the Misfits. So yeah, there's tons and tons of great role players. It's not all doom and gloom, bro. But there is an old boys club in roleplay. There is a hierarchy, and there
100%.
is a clear agenda. And I think you know, people are just getting worse at masking it now. I think we've been doing it so long that I think, you know, it is what it is. Forehead's great. Forehead's off.
Forehead's literally carrying 4.0 right now. Like Besties and Cypress are like carrying 4.0 right now, along as with Hades. But Besties, Cypress, and Hades are like carrying 4.0.
Forehead is carrying NoPixel right now.
See, that's my boy, bro. Maxim Black, you know what I mean? We on the same level, bro. I knew he was gonna say that.
Oh, dude, Forehead is carrying NoPixel right now.
I knew he was gonna say that.
When it comes to being a criminal. The criminal side of things, if you wanna model a role player that like is doing criminal activity and is being like you know, if he gets salty, you don't ever really see it.
Forehead is like literally, he's carrying 4.0. Like that, Forehead is literally like what every streamer should like peak to make content wise. You know, like fuck, man.
He's a team player. He could take an L. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Forehead. I don't know the dude. I've never had one conversation with him OOC. Never met any of those guys in my life.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would have loved to have been a bestie. It didn't work out.
Same.
I think some of the reasons why it didn't work out, but it doesn't change who I feel like is a fantastic role player. Forehead is one of them. Forehead's one.
For sure.
He's a real one. from what I see, from a role play standpoint. He's literally carrying NoPixel.
100%, dude. I knew that. I said that before he even said, because I know, bro. Like, I feel it.
How do you fix what you're talking about? I mean, you can't change
fix it, really.
You can't change behaviors unless you just the biggest fundamental issue that NoPixel has had, in my opinion, and it's my opinion, the biggest fundamental issue is their lack of ability to treat everybody the same.
That's what 4.0 was supposed to be about too, you know? 4.0 was supposed to be about like, oh, you can get away, you can have a bench, and you can have a bench, and nothing's whitelisted, you know? And I feel like 5.0 is going to go back to whitelisted stuff. And I don't know if it's better or worse. I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out if they go.
When there are gray areas and people are getting banned for certain things and other people aren't, and there's clear agendas and there are clear, obviously there are certain streamers that just bring big business. I mean, this is life. This is, this is life. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. But
as long as people have whitelisted stuff and they're not allowed to gate people off, like in 3.0, you could be at war with a gang. You could be at war with Speedy, but Speedy would still have to sell you shit. You know, as long as that's in place.
The same, and I've benefited from both. I have been bent over, and
the only thing that felt gate kept in 3.0 is the HOA shit, and I'm not shit talking. I'm just saying from my experience in character, it felt like it was being like, it was like if you weren't part of the cool kids club, then you couldn't get your car in scratch converted, or you know what I mean?
And either slapped on the wrist or fucked on shit that I felt like I should not have been punished for, or what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I have felt that way. I have multiple times. But then I've also received where I've done something and I wasn't punished for it, and somebody else have done something very similar and was punished for it, right? I've been on both ends, and I would imagine, and I know this for a fact, that I've had some level of privilege in the server. I mean, dude, with the amount of hate that I had at certain points, if they really wanted to get rid of me, they could have found reasons to. You know what I'm saying? Not because of rule breaks or anything, but they could have found something. You know what I'm saying?
They can dig and stretch for. I mean, they could literally, like, NoPixel staff could just ban you for being unfit. You know what I mean? So there's always, like, you can be banned any moment.
And people have tried. I'm gonna tell you that right now. People have tried. People have tried to paint me in things, and people have insinuated things I won't get into. I down the road. People have tried to cancel me straight up behind the scenes. It has happened. But at the same time, there are some motherfucking real ones that understand the bullshit, and they know I'm real. So, at the same time, I have benefited, I believe, from, and also, I think what they've done, what NoPixel has done well as well, is the veterans, the ones that have been around for a very long time, they give a little bit of leeway to. You know what I mean? And rightfully so.
Yeah.
If somebody in Chang Gang, for example, mistakenly breaks a rule, or maybe gets caught up into whatever, and you're really gonna permaban them over this, dude, when you've been in the community and you've been.
What he's trying to get at too is like, so here's the thing. Some people would say, oh, you have been part of the community forever, you know better. But it's also like, you've been part of the community and you've only fucked up a couple times. Like, for example, I played 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and in 4.0 I caught a ban. Right? I caught like a day ban. I can't talk about specifics, but it's like, it should be looked at as like, okay, Haunted's played 2.0, 3.0, and now 4.0, and he finally got his first ban. Like, it should be like, okay, like this is probably he probably just fucked up. Haunted was probably just having a bad day, or he just made one misjudgment. You know, like that's how it should be looked at. So I get what he's saying.
There for years and years, and you contribute so much. So like at the same time, I get it.
Like we're talking like I played like 7,000, 8,000 hours of NoPixel before getting my first 24-hour. You know. And it's human nature, like, we're humans, we're not perfect. Everyone's gonna fuck up. Everyone fucks up.
You just can't, you're not gonna have much of a server or a business, you know, just fucking laying hammers down 24/7. If we're in the server for 200 to 300 hours a month, don't you think
it's bound
we're
to
all
happen.
Gonna have moments of weakness? Don't you think we're all gonna have times?
And dude, when I caught my fucking 1-day ban, bro, I was doing 450 hours a month streaming. I was top 2, top 3 streamers on hours every month for 7 months. Like, it was Crystallis, me, and S-Fan, in no particular order, just juggling. And we're doing like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, when I did like, if you go back and watch the last 3 months, like on Hazroot, it'd be like Crystal, fucking 3,000 hours, Haunted, 2,800 hours, S-Fan, 2,900 hours, like, it's bound that if I'm in the server that much, that I'm interacting with so many players that I might offend somebody. Or, you know, and not like purposely, but I might say something, I might do something, I might, you know, when you're around that much, you're just increasing your odds of player interaction, increasing your odds of a misjudgment, etc.
We fuck up. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. We're human.
I know, and I pray to God that all my hard work in the beginning of 4.0 has been acknowledged by like somebody in staff, and hopefully I get into 5.0. Like, I pray to God, like I put my heart, soul, tears, life, everything into it, man, you know?
I mean, even people that are watching this and you go to work, you make mistakes at work sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
You just do. It just happens, right? So there's like gotta be a level of humility and grace that you gotta give. But it's very clear that like that grace is very selective on sort of what you bring to the table, right? I mean, I think ultimately the only way to change the culture is if I was in charge, it would be like, hey, we're gonna have a monthly meeting in front of everybody, live, boom, every month, the first or the second or the third of every single month, there's going to be a live stream. Oh, and by the way, the server's getting shut down while it happens.
Ooh,
no.
Ooh, I like that. It'd be nice. Okay, 5.0, if it has a community manager like that, that would be sick. And the server's shut down, so it forces people to be listening to the meeting. That is big brain as fuck.
By the way, the server's getting shut down while it happens. No server. If the meeting takes 3 hours, the whole server's down for 3 hours.
I like
if you're
that.
not part of the meeting.
It's just 1 day a month.
And that lets the whole community know. Everybody. Oh, there's a meeting. Maybe we should tune in. Instead of watching somebody go grind sanitation for 6 hours. Maybe we should tune in.
Talk about himself.
And listen to what's being talked about. And then have management or admins or whatever, if I was part of the team, I would be saying it how it is. Guys, this shit here needs to stop. We need more of this. Hey, what's the climate? What's it like over here in the south side? What can we do over here? Ask the viewers what's going on. And just being upfront and honest about everything. The problem is there's too much that can be misinterpreted or perceived in different ways depending on who you're talking to. And there needs to be everybody, like if you're on the team, you just kind of all got to hold each other accountable and responsible. There's never going to become a time where everybody is there's never going to be a time where everybody.
It'd be cool if there was some kind of ambassador system, right? or something like that. Like, it'd be cool if 5.0 they go into a direction where they have a community manager with like 3 community ambassadors. And this meeting was held with the community manager and the 3 ambassadors. You know? Maybe even in like, you know what I mean?
Is on the same page and everybody is friendly with everybody. It's impossible, dude. It's just impossible. We're all human, right? You're just gonna gravitate towards people more. You're gonna, you know, you're gonna butt heads with certain personalities. It's normal. It's normal. It doesn't need to be. I
really like the idea of shutting the server down
level of professionalism
during the meeting.
Too much shit is being sliding, right? You know, if you're a streamer on NoPixel and you have a YouTube channel and you're not actively modding your channel and it's garnering a bunch of hate, or if you've got a Discord and it's just a fucking cesspool of AIDS, you should be banned. You should be warned. Hey, clean this shit up. It's your responsibility.
I think I agree. I think you should be like, imagine I have a Discord channel, right? Imagine my meta channel is just like flaming fucking like, okay, say I'm just gonna keep using my friends because I know I could talk about them and they won't get upset. Say like Rick and Cowba Fallout, and in my meta channel it's fuck Rick, he's a dog shit character, fuck Iron Mike's you know, I'm bitch, and I'm just letting that happen, dude. That's like, that is, it is already like that. If Sammy in chat, say I'm just using Sammy because he's a mod and he's active here. Imagine I get to a bad roleplay scenario and Sammy in chat writes like, that guy's a dog shit role player. And Sammy's my mod. Sammy represents me. Him saying that is the equivalent of me saying that. You know what I mean? So if I allow that fucking, if I allow and harbor that kind of fucking community, then I should be responsible for it too, you know?
Responsibility as a content creator on our server. Clean it up or go. And watch how fucking fast people clean that shit up. Watch. I'm telling you.
He's not wrong.
Watch how fucking fast. Instead of having this little tiny thing at the bottom of your stream in the about section, oh, be kind, be nice. Be nice, be kind, no meta.
I love Maxers.
And then when it's all happening, they play dumb. They're going, oh, I didn't see it.
Which is fair. Sometimes you don't see shit, chat. You really don't. Like imagine the scenario is I leave town hall and I get spam tased, right? And my chat's blowing up. Client raids you. I get gifted 100 subs in 5, equivalent of 5, and some guy in chat writes, "Fuck that cop, he's dog shit. He's a bot." I'm not gonna see that. My chat is flying. Gifted subs is flying. You know what I mean? Like. So, but obviously if you allow it to keep happening, you know?
Fuck, you didn't see it, dude. Role players are the most fucking in-tuned, obsessive people, like the ones that do this full time. This is their life. Their life revolves around this. When they're not streaming, they're thinking about it. When they're streaming...
Not me. That's how I used to be. And thank God to this man, he helped me become so disassociated. Because when I came back to roleplaying 3.0, it was my life. It was like one thing. Like I was living a second life. And OTT, Maxim Black would always tell us, real life comes first. Real life comes first. Real life comes first. And I was like, dude. And then I started watching his stream because I didn't even watch his stream. And I was like, dude, this guy's so disassociated. And then I just vanished from BSK for 8 months. I came back. I lost 80 pounds. Like I got my life together. And now, like, the moment I turn my stream off, I'm going to work on 2 YouTube videos, and that's it for the night. I'm going to go play Valorant. I'm going to do everything but roleplay. I'm not even going to think about roleplay. I don't even really like to talk about it when we talk about it.
They're in it. Like it is, I'm telling you, as a role player, and this is coming from a guy that I try and shut it off the moment I turn the shit off, but I'm still well aware of my Discord. I'm still well aware of my social media.
That I agree.
You know? Dude, I'm telling you right now.
I just mean like compulsively.
If the admins went and said, your community is a reflection of our server, and it is your job to moderate it. Obviously, things are going to go between the cracks. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
You cannot control everybody. You cannot moderate every single post. But when there is a pattern.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
And then you are
like a wall
putting
ignoring
stuff on YouTube with your clickbaity bullshit, and you know for a fact that it's going to garner hate, and you leave that comment section going, and you fucking let it go, and you let it ride up, and you keep putting content and doubling and tripling down on the same type of shit, and you want to say, oh, I had no idea what was going on, you're full of shit. You're fucking full of shit. That's what you are.
I love Maxim.
Your farm and pog related content that is toxic